can't believe this is still happening. It's actually gotten to the point where they can't articulate their thoughts into words anymore. I mean, what does this accomplish? Other than completely discrediting your entire movement? What's been going on in Olympia since we last checked in? Well, if you haven't heard, the students essentially went insane from the validation they received from crying oppression. The students basically took the president of the college, George Bridges, and several other staff members hostage while they tried to get them to execute a list of demands, ultimately most of which were met, other than firing Weinstein. Subsequently, staff and faculty members at Evergreen College came together to express their solidarity with the students and to support their violently aggressive tactics. Not denounce them, support them. The school has been shut down on and off throughout the past few weeks due to the overwhelming threat of violence. On Thursday evening, a free speech rally was held by a pro-Donald Trump organization called Patriot Prayer. The rally was held in direct response to the utter insanity that's been going on lately and was organized by a man named Joey Gibson. Well, according to Campus Reform, Patriot Prayer clashed with local counter-protesters and armed masked ANTIFA members during the event. The Puget Sound Anarchists made an announcement soliciting support for its protest efforts through a post on its website, as did several other anti-fascist chapters. This is a call to anti-fascists, radicals, artists, anarchists, anti-racists, queers, feminists, and others to oppose the Patriot Prayer rally at Evergreen and drown out, embarrass, and expose them as the bigoted, pathetic fools they are. Let's go to their website. On Thursday the 15th, far-right group Patriot Prayer will be holding a rally on Red Square at Evergreen State College in Olympia. Their group claims to be coming to defend free speech and oppose political correctness and reverse racism. Despite their attempts to seem like moderate lovers of free speech, the group works closely with the explicit fascists and white supremacists. Their leader, Joey Gibson, puts on a public facade of being about love and Christian values, but at his rallies he can be seen embracing people who bring swastikas and other Nazi imagery. He often tries to distance himself from some of the more explicit fascists, but tolerates the coded dog whistle racist expressions. For example, at the June 10th rally in Seattle and on the June 4th rally in Portland, both of which Patriot Prayer sponsored. Multiple people held flags for Kekistan, which some means kill every kike immediately, set up the Aryan nation. Though this definition is not universal, which takes a green German Nazi swastika flag and substitutes the letters Kek, kill every kike, for the swastika. Normies. Gibson was very clear on what he was hoping to achieve by holding this event.
I know Antifa and protesters are notorious for drowning us out with their air horns because they're so afraid of what it is that we have to say. And I don't get that. All this time, all I want to do is I want to have dialogue. I want to be able to talk. I want to be able to say what it is that I believe in, what it is that you guys believe in. And if they disagree, then they can say what they want to believe. But there's too much censorship going on in this country right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think it's okay for you to ask me to leave because my skin color is too light or my skin color is too dark. We need to be against racism 100% of the time, okay? I'm making a call. I'm saying white people be respectful to black people. Black people be respectful to white people. Brown people be respectful to white. Brown be respectful to black. Humans be respectful to all humans. Yeah. You guys understand? Too many times these kids, they say they stand against hate, but they pick and choose when it's okay. They say it's okay to be hateful this time or that time. No, it is wrong to be hateful 100% of the time. And that's what we're here for. If we're going to stand against hate, though, we got to go in there, and we can't preach hate. We cannot be hateful. We have to be good people. We have to, everything that comes out of our mouth has to be with the motivation to preach love and to be good people, because we got to go back to our morals, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if you're an atheist, that's okay. I don't care if you're Christian, a Muslim, I don't care who you are, what you believe in. We still have to go back to those basic morals of just having respect for other people, being respectful to other humans. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Signs all over, in graffiti, F the police. And nobody community, no leadership from the professors because they're too afraid. And that is the biggest problem that we have right now in this country. Fear is running this country right now.
And this is what trying to have an open dialogue with a fascist regime looks like.
Watch out, dude, that's a whole pack, you watch out.
Which looks more like a facade of love and Christian values. I think we're all getting a little sick of the blatant hypocrisy being upheld by these so-called anti-fascists. The world is watching, and fortunately, we're not all completely brainwashed. We're going to look back on this time in history and wonder, how did we allow this to happen?
Sure. Okay, so, can you kind of explain a little more like what happened?
Not much, pretty simple. Walked up, first thing I did, I crossed over, tried to shake some hands. Basically just trying to have some dialogue. I was very calm, collective. They just started doing their stupid silly string, which is no big deal. You know, that's not violent, I don't care. One of the guys finished up the silly string, took a can through it, hit me right in the face. Okay, started bleeding a little bit. So I left there, walked around over here, came over this side, hoping someone would be able to talk to me, tried to shake hands. They all run up, they just start yelling and screaming like madmen, like crazy men, and then one of them just pepper sprayed me. You know, it's like they don't want to have a conversation, they don't want to talk. You know, if they got good arguments, then let's hear it. You know, they think I'm a white supremacist or something. If that's true, then let's hear it. Why? You know, let's have a conversation. So that's pretty much what happened.
So, the free speech discussions about like stripping the funding from Evergreen. What do you think about that?
Definitely a possibility if Evergreen doesn't get some real leadership and change their ways. Listen, I know that there's a lot of students that go here that are good people, okay? And I don't want them to suffer because of the minority, all right? Because of some kids running rampant on this campus. But it starts with the leadership. The leadership needs to stand up and take a stand against all this racism and all this hate. Otherwise, we have no choice. We're going to have to pull the funding, you know? And if there's no changes here, then I will, dude. I will campaign to pull every single cent from this school if I have to.
It's time to stand up for yourself. You don't have any more options. Alright, I'm going to end this off with a newer clip of Weinstein explaining what his original intentions with his letter were. If you can find anything racist within this, I'm sorry, but you need to start praying, because you lost, child. I'm Elder with The Open Debate. Good luck.
That squandering of human potential is disgusting and despicable. Okay? Racism squanders human potential. It takes people who could be anything and turns them into servants of society on about its own stuff. I'm not in favor of that. I am very much in favor of true, deep, permanent equity. That is what I want. I do not believe that this movement in its current configuration is going to produce that. What it's going to produce is a temporary reversal of fortune that is then going to come back to haunt it. I don't want to see that happen. I am not acting in the interest of white people. My point to students for years and years and years has been, you have to be careful because evolution itself has set you up to prefer people who are more closely related to you than people who are more distantly related to you. And that means we all have latent racism waiting to emerge if we do not confront it ourselves. That has been my message to our students. Okay? So that message is about ending racism permanently. It is about recognizing that your genes want something. What I say to my students is, what your genes want cannot be defended. Right? It is indefensible, and therefore it has to be confronted. That is the central message of this program. That is the central message of the program I taught in fall and winter. It was my central message last year as well. This is not something new. It did not emerge in response to this movement of people of color. My point is, we are a danger to ourselves if we do not recognize where these biases come from and learn to confront them. Now, to the extent that people hear me as trying to advance the interests of one racial group over another, or trying to protect some privilege that I know that I've benefited from, that is an error. That is not what I'm doing. It's not what I'm talking about. Now, I don't think it would be very difficult at all if people were willing to listen to each other, to sit down and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, get to understand where each other are coming from. We might not reach agreement about what to do, but there would not be so much misunderstanding about what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, what it is that you folks are trying to accomplish, and I believe it would be valuable. I have offered, and what I keep being told is, no, we know what you believe. It is this, it is vile, and it is unacceptable. And that's not true. You don't know what I believe. So, in any case, if there is interest in a discussion, I'm ready. I don't really need to be shouted on.
Yeah, I understand that also the students are angry, and their anger is valid, and here's my email, I will organize with them and schedule, so let me know when you're free to have that discussion, and we will figure something out with the students.
Fair enough. What was your name?
Sorry to interrupt your class.
Thanks.